Here we are, Barmouth Beach Race 2019. Just getting ready to go down to the start now for the first race of the day. And if you haven't been to Barmouth before, basically it's a beach race, but it's not like your Western, your Skegness. It's not 3 hours in length, it's motocross sort of length races on the beach. So you get 3 races on the Saturday and then 2 races on the Sunday, so 5 races in total over the weekend. And they're about 20-minute races, so it's going to be tough, it's going to be intense, but yeah, let's get on the gate. So first race, as you can see, it's an elastic start. They don't use the normal traditional MX start gate because of all the sand and stuff getting stuck in the pins. Just got to wait for that elastic to go pink. We're just waiting on that 15-second board now. And here we go. Oh, them 450s absolutely roosting me off this start. So it's absolute carnage down this first straight, you know, flat out. 450s just fast as they can go. Oh, one down there. Then you come into this nasty sort of wave section, which a couple of lads were actually doubling through here on the first few races of the day when it was smooth. But as you'll see in the videos as you go along, the track just gets so rough. So I'm on the 300 EXC. Most lads are on motocross bikes out there, but we're actually on the enduro bike just because I'm going to be doing Skegness in a month's time on this bike, so I just wanted to get used to it a little bit and see how it performed on the sand, because I've not even ridden a 2-stroke on the sand, let alone, you know, an enduro bike, so it's going to be a bit of a learning curve this weekend. But yeah, these first 2 races, the GoPro quality is going to be a little bit rubbish because I did get roosted, and once I got a little bit of arm pump there was no way I was taking my hand off that bar in this soft sand to wipe the lens, so unfortunately the first 2 races are a little bit bad quality, but I do manage to wipe it later on in the weekend and get some good clear footage for you guys. If any of you's ridden sort of Barmouth Beach Race before, or even Skegness Beach Race, you'll know just how tough it is. The sand's really soft and loamy, so you know you get it slightly wrong, you land on a soft spot and you just can't control where your bike's going to go. But we're in a battle here with Matt Burrows, 2-stroke versus 2-stroke here, look, just ripping around these berms. Sending this ski jump. But yeah, he roosts us then, and the quality is not the greatest as of from here. But I think the first race we didn't do too bad. I think we got about 9th in the first race. Not bad going because there's 4 or 5 sort of decent pros. So we're getting ready for race 2 now, and we had a little bit of a goggle miss up there. My lens popped out, so just had to fix that before we can get going. Oh, a little bit of a better start here. As you can see, a couple of raindrops. It's starting to rain a little bit, so that sand's going to stick to the lens even more. And then 450s don't flick sand up with them paddle tyres on. So I'm not going to show you much of race 2 because quality is very poor, as you can see, but did have a decent race. Struggled towards the end, I got very tired the last 5 minutes. I think this was actually probably my best race of the weekend. I think I got sort of 7th in this race. But obviously the roughness of the track in this race was quite nice. It was rough, but just a good level to ride. And then as from here now it just gets that rough, it's torture. But we still come back every year to have another go, you know. It's one of them tracks that it's so hard, but then once you finish your race you think, yeah, that was fun. But when you're going round you think, I don't know if this is fun. So we finished race 2 there. Like I say, a decent race for me. We'll get ready for race 3. If you've noticed, there's no stickers on the front mudguard on this bike. That's because this is a motocross SX250, brand new, that I've got in the week. So I'm just going to try this for a race just to see how it holds up compared to the enduro bike. So again, them 450s just roosting me to hell. But this time I managed to get my hand off and wipe it for you. Yeah, that were a challenge. Come round this berm here and nearly sink that front wheel with Matt Burrows there. As you can see, look, the track's just getting real whooped out now. Again, another little cheeky wipe there for you. It's hard enough pulling a roll off, never mind wiping this GoPro, so I mean, you can see the bumps, look, just starting to get bigger, and we've got another 2 races yet tomorrow. It's going to get so nasty. Just trying to get that 2-stroke singing. But yeah, as a comparison, to be honest, the power was a lot better on this bike. So the motocross bike power was better in the sand, but it's stock suspension, we haven't messed with the bars or anything, so it's just a little bit alien, you know, it felt a little bit too new, the bike. Hold on. It's still good to test it just to see the difference. Sunday morning now, so we've got 2 races left, just going down for race 4. And as you can see, we're back on the enduro bike. Tested that motocross bike yesterday and decided to just run the enduro. We're used to it, and we'll get some practice for Skegness.
How many people do you think are going to cheat?
So you can hear Adam there saying how many people's going to cheat. That's because the elastic start's broke, so we're just using a flag. So as soon as that flag drops, it's supposed to set off. So it could be interesting, you know, we've got fast riders here on the line. They want a good start. They're going to try and push it a little bit. Now that weren't too bad, we all go off pretty similar. So Lewis all there just getting buckarooed off them foot pegs a little. So we come down this fast straight. Oh, one rider down there. Come into this wave section and it's absolute carnage this first lap. People down in the middle there trying to swerve around them. I think that's Mel Pocock. So whack that GoPro for you again there, and you can see. Oh, Meredith taking a bit of a dirt sample there. This is what I mean in this sand. It's just if you do a full weekend without crashing, that it's a miracle. You just can't do it. I think I crashed at least 4 or 5 times this weekend. Unfortunately, the GoPro were pretty filled in when I crashed. Didn't manage to catch many on camera. Adam Wells there just comes around the inside of me on a bit of a flyer on this first lap. As you can see, the sand's just so power sapping. You want to keep it on the power, but then you want to be up a gear so it pulls fast, if you will. So it's quite tricky on this 2-stroke. I'm just trying to get used to it. So the 4-stroke's quite an instant grunty power, so you can just hop them bumps a little bit. But on the 2-stroke, you've got to try and keep it singing as much as you can and flowing. So I start using a couple of wider lines in the last race, and I think that paid off a little bit. You see, everyone says you two strokes are nice and light in the sand, which they are. For places like Hawkstone and things, if you watch my last video from Hawkstone, bike worked really well around there. You know, it's sandy, but it's kind of a hard base, so it floats. But in this soft stuff, as soon as you chop that throttle off, it just wants to dig the front and snap out of your hands. I was trying to go down a gear and keep it on the power just into the turns. But I definitely got used to it as the weekend went on. But they also had quads racing this weekend. You get 50 or so quads around this beach and they just dig out two big deep rough ruts. But it's all good fun. We all had a great weekend. Tom Arnold and the team just putting on an awesome weekend as always. So we're coming towards the end of this session now. I've got bad arm pump. We come to this jump and get down. Got a bit cross-rutted there and face planted on the last lap. Just these last few laps when I got pretty bad arm pump, holding on in this sand thought it was a killer. Last race of the day now. Yeah, that's what I mean by a flag start. This guy's already halfway up the start before we've even set off. They ain't gonna stop the race now. Let's just go. Now this track's gonna be brutal now for this last race. We're actually the last race of the weekend as well. Track's at its roughest right now. Zach Steeler there just sneaking on the inside of me. Look at that, there's like 4 bumps inside each wave now. So we come down this left hand side and just trying to find a few smooth lines, so keep it flowing around the outside like we said. Definitely seems to work, you know, just search for them lines a little bit where you can. This bit past the finish here, whoa. There were kids getting lost in these holes, they were that big. I mean, the GoPro doesn't do justice. Yeah, they were tough. GoPro makes it look like a motorway. So just come past the start straight now. This is like the first turn onto that big fast back straight, but obviously it's not very fast with these bumps bouncing all over the place. But you can see from my shadow, look at that suspension working there. You can see how rough it really is, you know, it's like riding a bucking bronco at times. But I must admit, this suspension on this enduro bike was really good. You know, I rode the motocross bike yesterday and I think I actually preferred the suspension on this enduro bike so far, but we had bog standard stuff in the motocross bike, so we'll get that sorted. Done quite a lot of work with this enduro suspension. We've got the K-Tech floor internals in it, which really do like at the moment. I'm actually favouring them over my cone valves in this, so we've got a lot of testing to do now through winter on the 2-stroke, and yeah, we'll make a decision. See, the sun's come out now. It's been windy and rainy all weekend, and then last rain in the day. Look at that blue sky. Oh, that was Zach Steely down there again. I think he took more dirt samples than me this weekend. Just trying to go around the outside of Sean Wayne right here. Try and squeeze in. And I actually hit neutral like a real junior there, so not the best passing attempt I've ever done. Just coming round another rider here. I think that's Matt Moffat, who Actually, I think he were the one that jumped the start, so looks like he's knackered now. Let's try and get through these waves here again. And I think we're on the last lap now, so last lap through this wave section. And as you can see, I'm just hanging on, going from side to side, just whoa, left to right, left to right. Hang on, Ryan, half a lap left. But no, it's been a great weekend. I think overall I got 10 for 11th overall, so not too bad. You know, the first 4 or 5 riders were pretty top sand riders doing Western next weekend. Real good racing all weekend, and yeah, we'll look forward to Skegness in about a month's time. Look out for that video. And again, if you like what you see, just give us a like and subscribe, that'd be great. Thank you. See you soon.